What's up, folks? It's Anam Khan with the Iconic Show once again. So, meet Kevin. Finally spoke out after making his crazy announcement about selling all of his stocks and crypto worth $20 million. dollars. And not only did he make one video, but he made two videos. And this is yesterday, Sunday. His first video was about 25 minutes. Second video was about an hour and a half. It was a live stream Q&A. And I watched both of these so you wouldn't have to. So my goal is to summarize them in this video. So let's get started. So Meet Kevin starts out by saying that real estate, he treats it like a piggy bank for when the economy is down. This guy is crazy. So, I mean, crazy in a good, respectable way. I kind of respect the guts he has. So he has $20 million dollars in cash, and he's actually planning to pull equity or lines of credit. I'm not exactly sure how it works from his real estate portfolio. So about $5 million, dollars, he said he should have in additional cash by March, and he plans to invest all of that as well. So he's going all in. So let's talk about his plan and what exactly his plan is. So let's start out with crypto. So crypto, he actually said, and first of all, he admits that he went from an investor to an investor and like 20% trading. Now majority of it is trading. And this is a clear example, selling all of his portfolio to buy in at a better time. And my review of this, I've done trading before, like 2 years ago, and my the reason why I personally prefer long-term investing more is because for trading, there are people who master it make a ton of money, guys. Don't think it's all garbage. There are people who make sustainable money through trading. But the problem is you got to be right twice. Like you got to time yourself leaving the market correctly, and then you got to time yourself entering the market correctly again. So you got to be lucky twice. So in terms of crypto, what Meet Kevin said is that he plans on day trading every single day from now all the way until March or whenever the Fed announcement is. Oh yeah, so by the way, the two big dates are January 25th, which is tomorrow, and then March 16th. I think that's when the Fed's going to make the announcement. So yeah, he plans on day trading crypto every single day until the Fed announcement in March, and that's what he plans to do with crypto. Now, in terms of from here until March, another thing he wants to do is sell puts. So he mentioned that one of the worst things he can do from here until March is to just hold cash. And what he plans to do is sell puts. So puts are it's an options move, and selling puts is when you bet on the economy to go down. When you have puts, but like selling puts is a little bit different. It's like during the gold rush when people sold the shovels to the people that were digging for gold, they made a lot of money. The guys who sold the shovels, right? So similar to that, you're actually selling the puts for people, and then people can buy it. So as long as the economy doesn't go too low, Meet Kevin will make money regardless. It's like a lot of people use it as a hedge. And again, I don't understand it 100% correctly either. Options do get complicated, especially when you go from buying contract calls and puts to actually selling. That's when it gets a little bit more complicated. But yeah, that's what he plans to do again from here up until March. And then finally, the stocks. So, what does Meet Kevin plan to do with stocks? So, one of the things he said is probably the most major thing is he wants to restructure his portfolio. As many of you guys that follow him, you guys probably know that majority of his holdings were in Tesla and other big tech names. So what he's saying is that the economy, the crash that we've seen, it has annihilated all the small cap stocks, and especially the hedge funds. They have been shorting the small cap stocks like crazy, and a lot of these small cap stocks are good, profitable business. So it makes no sense. One of the examples he always brings up is like Robinhood. Robinhood's valuation is so low and they have so much cash available, it literally makes no sense. And eventually, I mean, the cash value and the balance sheet of these stocks they have to hold them up, right? And so what he plans to do is all of the money he's made now by selling these big name stocks, he's gonna buy a lot of small cap stocks. And this includes company names like he mentioned Robinhood, Tattooed Chef. That's a funny one because I'm sure a lot of you guys know from Millennial Money, Meet Kevin and Financial Education Jeremy. They go back and forth a lot on Tattooed Chef, and Meet Kevin has said it's a stupid company for a long, long time. But now, I mean, I guess at a certain price, everything starts to make sense. And Tattoo Chef is so cheap now, and he's definitely thinking about it. He's like, hey, if it's shorted so heavily, and they're actually a solid business, then why not? So yeah, he mentioned Robinhood, Tattoo Chef. Another one he mentioned was Shift Auto. He talks about Shift Auto a lot, but that's one of the companies he mentions is heavily shorted as well. And he mentioned a few others. So the reason he's doing this is because, in his opinion, I mean, a lot of these tech companies are overvalued, right? And that's something that most people agree on. He's saying that, let's say a big company like Apple, if he puts all this money in Apple, what's Apple going to go up in the next year? Maybe 20%, maybe 30%. If we're lucky, maybe 40%, right? And these other small cap companies, there's just so much more upside. Like he's saying, he actually claimed in the video something like 3x to 8x his money, which would be insane. He would be sitting, if he 8x his 20 million or 25 million, oh my God, what would that be? That'd be $200 million. Wow. But yeah, and I think one of the interesting points that he also mentioned in the video was that it's actually from his stocks psychology course, is that the lower the price of these stocks get, actually the less risky they are. And I thought that was an interesting point that you guys can take away from this video. And I really want to hear your thoughts. Comment below on what you guys are doing. What do you guys think about Meet Kevin's moves? Do you think it's the right thing to do? I know a lot of people have been giving him comments about how, I mean, I feel like he didn't communicate it properly. And he mentioned that in the live stream. It's like, what did you want him to do, right? Just not do what he thinks is right. So again, I mean, I'll reiterate, I respect the guy for having a conviction on something and then doing it. Maybe he could have communicated it better. There was definitely a lot of people that were salty in the QA section. And actually, one of the questions that someone brought up in the QA, it was actually a pretty good one. Um, so he posted this video on Saturday, right? About him selling his entire portfolio except for like 1%. And by the way, that 1% that he didn't sell, guess what it is? It's AMC. That was just kind of funny. I thought it was kind of funny. But and he said it's because he promised he wouldn't sell it for a year. But so in the Q&A, one of the people mentioned that we had a live stream with you on Friday or something, and you already sold all of your stocks by then. So why didn't you tell everyone? Why weren't you transparent about it? You should have told everyone. And basically, what he said in the Q&A was that that's a good question. The reason I didn't is because if I just mentioned that bombshell news in the live stream and just left, it would just cause chaos and confusion, and people would be like, what the heck? And so he said he spent 10 hours on the video he posted on Saturday and really driving the point home on why he did what he did. And that's, I mean, because I know a lot of people probably had that question, so I figured I'd put that over here as well. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment below what your thoughts are about this whole situation. I'd love to hear it. I try to reply to all of the comments. With that being said, guys, I'll see you next time. Peace.